I'm back. If you're wondering where I was celebrating my round one victory in the competition.
I don't know. I'm not a pedophile, guys. I'm not up here virtue signaling. That's not what I was trying.
Which is a shot that I called on this channel. If you're one of the 12 people who watched those videos, I've had this video done for like 2 weeks, and I just didn't feel like opening Adobe Premiere. I've been playing video games instead. This week it's going to be Aaron Westberry. If you like what I do on this channel already, you're probably going to like this guy. Pretty popular like meme stand-up videos, if that makes sense.
Today I'm going to be telling the same joke over and over and over and over and over again at an open mic. I actually cut somebody off at that red light out there, and then they came up, they rolled their window down. They're like, "Hey, nice blinker, idiot." I was like, I never used it. I didn't even know I had one, honestly. Well, that went pretty well. I'm gonna just keep telling that joke. On the way here, out of this red light, I accidentally cut somebody off, and they came up and rolled their window down. They're like, "Hey, nice blinker, idiot." Like, I didn't even have it on. I didn't even know I had one, honestly. Yeah, on the way here, out of this red light.
That's the kind of stuff that I like a lot. This video that we're going to watch, I think it's just going to be his like straight up like normal stand-up. Came out 5 months ago. It's called Power Trip. It's like a 15-minute set. It's a good amount of time. I said a nice thing to James Donald Forbes McCann for doing the same thing, like putting out like straight stand-up, but not like forcing it to get to an hour. And I was like, that's a good thing that he did that, because, you know, there's no point in forcing yourself to put out an hour. You're just burning content, especially if you don't have an audience that's clamoring to see you do an hour. Like, have them wanting to see more of you instead, and still be happy with the stand-up that you put out. And then all his stupid ass fans were just like, "Fuck you." I'm like, all right, bro. I liked it more than you, I guess.
Aaron Westberry!
Thank you very much for that lovely introduction. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? Yeah, Chicago. I like Chicago. We got some Chicago deep dish earlier, and it was good besides the fact it took like 7 hours for them to make it. I looked back in the kitchen, I thought they put it in the oven, but the cooks, they were like, the pizza was right there, they were just like, well, no wonder it takes 15 years. We actually ordered it last week and got it this afternoon, so that was good. I should have said this first. Last show, there were some people in the front row making like a bunch of hand signals with their hands and stuff, and it was kind of distracting. So that y'all can like not do that, we'd appreciate it. It was a guy right here, and he was like doing this. And I know what he was doing. I asked after the show, I was like, "What the heck was that about?" He was like, "I was trying to get you to go to the next joke." So just bear with me, it's gonna be a long 20 minutes. Yeah, I gotta stand up here for 20 minutes and not watch reels. It's like, it's already been 2, and my vision's like blurry. If you see like video game characters when they get to low health, like a half a heart, they start like healing over. That's like 15 minutes in, you might see that happen. Apparently, Chicago's becoming a Native American reservation. Yeah, we were driving to the venue today, and I actually cut somebody off in traffic, and they pulled up at the red light, and they're like, "Hey, nice blinker, idiot."
It's a joke. It's the one. Is he going to do it for all 15 minutes? Do it for all 15 minutes, Aaron, or you're a coward.
Like, thank you, but I didn't have it on. I complimented his. I thought that was like courtesy. Like, you got a good one too. I'm really looking forward to next week. I'm going on a power trip. So I've had it marked off on my calendar for weeks now. No, we do. We've done some traveling. I flew on an airplane last week up to Boston, and TSA.
So far, don't have a ton to say. I mean, 3 or so minutes in. What he has done has been very, very like jokey joke, if that makes sense. Like he's not like a lot of the other comics who are well, he's been very, very like impersonal. He hasn't really shared really any information about himself. A couple like wordplay sort of things that were funny. I like that. I'm going on a power trip next week. But it's just like a one sentence joke though. If it like fit into like a broader sort of like scheme, I think it would be even better. But right off the bat, I wouldn't be surprised if like I have a bunch of friends in my scene that are all like roughly the same sort of like age as me, and a lot of us have like very similar sort of influences. So we have like a similar sort of style. Big fans of like Louis, Shane Gillis, and all that. But one of us sounds nothing like the rest of us, and he's like a Mitch Hedberg baby, if that makes sense. And that's kind of that's kind of the vibe that this guy is giving off right now.
But I feel like there'd be less of a line if all the TSA workers were actually working. Because you got the one guy on the computer playing Fortnite. How do they allow this? He's like, dude, do your job, please. My bag's stuck in there. It's unbelievable. It's at every airport, too. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, that's all the jokes I have. I'm gonna just tell them again if that's all right.
10 out of 10 holla laughs already. Positive things I've said about other people in the past, like just not being afraid of like silence and all. Like you see, especially at like a local level, people think like people on stage will think like if there's ever a moment where the crowd isn't making noise, like that's bad. And it makes sense. Like it is scary to just be up there and just have dead silence. That's the opposite of what you want when you say something. His kind of like stage presence kind of gives off like aloof, like inexperienced zoomer. I get the impression that's by design, especially looking at his sort of like meme format stuff. But anyway.
We got Chicago deep dish earlier. Yeah, I'm from South Carolina, and back home at all these gas stations, people like go inside to buy snacks or something, but they'll just leave their car outside and leave it running. You might have seen this here. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I don't have a problem with it because I just take their car. I'll just drive it home. I've got like 10. I actually quit doing it because I have so many. I ran out of parking. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I really like the just telling a joke and then just sort of being like, yeah. And then just being quiet so long, looking at your feet until the until the audience laughs at it. I've talked to people who don't like that. I think they're stupid. I love it when people do shit like this.
I graduated high school in 2019. What the heck's going on up there? Well, I graduated in 2019. I feel like I was kind of disrespected.
The AC cut on or something in there. The club out here in our town, it's like a block away from a baseball field, like a minor league baseball team, and every time that the team wins a game at the end, they just shoot fireworks off for like 2 minutes straight, and it always derails whatever show is going on. It's a lot of fun. Very funny.
Yeah, we had English class in high school, which I don't know why. We didn't learn any new words. Like I've been speaking it since like I was born. It's like, what the heck? But my English teacher, she always talk about how authors would go on book tours. I'm like, that's probably real exciting. I don't know. Like, here's the book I wrote. All right, that was it. Thank y'all. All Or maybe they just like sit there and read it and you just watch them. Like,
Again, like I said before, the whole like sort of airhead zoomer persona, that's sick. And we're probably going to see that more and more as time goes on, just because like, the newer generation like doing stand up more and more. It's already kind of happening a little bit. This guy right here feels like if you ever seen Tony Hinchcliffe describe Casey Rocket, and he's like, "This guy's the future." It's like this is probably closer to what the future is, honestly. Aaron Westberry is what Tony Hinchcliffe thinks Casey Rocket is.
I think it's been 10 minutes. I'm about that. Yeah, I actually read this Ulysses S. Grant biography one time. It's like 1,200 pages. I don't know I don't know why I did it, but I did. And my favorite part of the book, in the very middle of the book, there was like 40 pages of pictures. So it's like, I guess, a reward for like reading half of it. So I read those pictures, and it's kind of, and it's all the pictures of like the old presidents and secretary, whatever. And in every single one, they're always looking over here for some reason. It's like, did they right when they were about to take the picture, somebody called their name? I'm taking like every time. It always happens. Like, I don't know. Whoever that photographer, their assistant was horrendous at their job. I don't know, but because it's like if I'm the president and they're taking my portrait, like, only thing that could maybe distract me is like if there's reels over there or something. But they didn't have reels. This was like the 1200s. They didn't have reels back then. So maybe they like heard the newspaper crinkle.
That's good. That's good.
I'm a big college football fan. And like down south, that's like all we care about. Like we don't really, that's about it. And I've been thinking it doesn't make sense because like the South, that's where like racism is. It's like how the heck doesn't really add up. I guess like all the old white guys in the stands never seen them take their helmets off. They see the white guys on the bench and they think they're playing. Like, let's get them, boys. I'm not a big fan of baseball. I don't really think anybody is, if we're being honest. World Series happened a couple weeks ago. We're not going to talk about it for 6 more years. But I do think baseball managers have a pretty tough job. Like, they basically just stand there, and that's like all. That's literally all they do. Apparently, this was a couple years ago. In the middle of the game, one of the Phillies managers, he died. And he kept coaching for like 3 weeks.
Oh, and I know. No.
They're just like, I guess he's still calling plays. I don't know. Like, what? How do you coach a baseball team? Like, the guy like just like strikes out. Like, you probably should have hit that. Like, why did you miss it like that? Thanks, coach. I'll try. Yeah, I'm not the greatest when it comes to talking to women. Yeah, I don't know. I was going over to a girl's house the other day, and before I went, she texted me. She said, "No funny business." I was like, I'm literally a comedian. Like, what the heck are you doing? I was gonna come tell jokes. What were you expecting? And I was trying to tell her that I'm not like, I don't sleep very well. Like, I toss and turn, but I guess I like worded it wrong. I was like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really good in bed. It didn't work very well. You know. The first time a girl ever sent me like explicit pictures of themselves.
Before this premise, we've kind of gotten out of first gear now a while ago. The jokes themselves, I'm not the biggest fan of, like the sort of like I've shit on other comics for like doing puns and all that. This is a step above that for sure, but it's like the sort of, I don't know, like wordplay kind of sort of stuff. I'm not I'm not huge on it. I think most of the time people get into those sort of jokes when they're doing stand up because it's one of the most easy to understand sort of styles, and you'll see people like Mark Norman. That's fucking all he does. There's two different meanings for the word bat. Isn't that crazy? That's all Mark Norman kind of sounds like to me these days. As far as like Aaron doing the sort of like wordplay kind of bits, the stage presence though, fucking top notch. And the whole sort of just like almost like you're just exhausted and like struggling to even be there. I like it a lot. Now the stuff in between all that, I think you can get like a little bit more creative and unique with some of it too. But there's definitely good stuff in there as well.
They sent me a picture of it was her breast, and like I didn't know how to respond to it. I didn't know what to say or do, so I took a picture of mine.
As we all do.
I sent it, she didn't respond to it, so I said hi. I was like, that was not ideal, but I was working out the other day at Orange Theory Fitness. If you don't know what that is, it's like they give you like a heart rate monitor on your arm, and then they show it up on the screen. It's like a group workout, so that they'll put it up there, and then like everybody can laugh at you when you're like. Mine was at like 240 BPM, and they're like, usually they're like encouraging, like keep going. They're like, stop the workout, call 911, get police. And I was talking to the receptionist. I hadn't started the workout yet. Oh my God.
That's a good joke. That's one of my favorite ones he's done.
I've not been back there. I don't plan on going back. Yeah, my family's growing back home. My brother, he has a daughter now. I have
What I miss.
Yeah, my family's growing back home. My brother, he has a daughter now. I have a niece now.
Why'd they laugh? The room likes him. He's doing a great job in that room. If you watched the old Ali Wong video I did, she just was like, "Oh yeah, I like my coworkers," and everybody laughed at it. There's no joke. Like people just start if they like you enough, they're just gonna laugh at literally fucking nothing.
I'm not a pedophile, guys.
I have a niece now, and I was the youngest of the clan, so she's kind of taking the attention away. So I'm not like she's nice, you know, but I'm trying to get the attention back. So like at dinner stuff, like I'll act like I can't eat my food or something. I don't use my words. You know. She did a puzzle the other day in front of everybody, the family, and they like erupted, like, oh my gosh, they'd never seen a puzzle be completed before. And I had to be the one to point out it was 12 pieces. So I bought a 13-piece puzzle. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm still working on it. Usually people like, I went to the grocery store earlier this morning, and I was trying to find pineapples, but I couldn't find them, and I was like, what the heck? I don't know. A lot of people, they try to end on like a really good joke. I think it's funny if you end on like just a dull note. Well, y'all have been a fantastic audience. Get up here.
This guy probably, like me, also enjoys watching horrible bomb sort of sets because you got that sort of enjoyment factor in this as well. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like that. I think that's the best like stand up I've ever watched, but like I had a blast. And all the like memes and shit that he does. Like
Today
what he
I'm
does.
going to be trying to do an entire set in an open mic and not get a single laugh. So when you play the right cards, you get to build the right thing. So that's a game I enjoy a lot. I've played other games as well. I played Dungeons and Dragons before. It's kind of hard to explain Dungeons and Dragons to people because they're like, I'm like, you want to play? And they're like, do I like how do I play? And it's like you literally just kind of talk to people. Like you don't even, it's not like there's a board or anything. you have dice, but it's like every game ever. Because I will say it's kind of confusing because Dungeons and Dragons, there's like no rules, but at the same time, there's like a entire thesaurus of rules that can be applied. So that's always a trip trying to explain that one to people.
That shit's so good. I love that. I'm feeling positive right now. I'm feeling 8.5 out of 10. That's what I'm giving it. Hall of Laughs, 8.5 out of 10.